maybe.
started.
Oh,
I
it
was
might be
starting.
Oh,
I've
okay.
already started.
Oh God.
Shut
Is this
up.
a bad time to say that I have to go to the bathroom?
No, because
No.
it's a good time.
You
It's
can
a good
go.
time
You just
because I
can't leave.
actually also have to get a drink.
Does that
I'll
make
take
sense?
you with.
I
Exactly.
That'll definitely get us canceled.
Be sure to keep it unmuted.
No, please mute yourself.
You guys
No.
did things. You guys did a whole bunch of crazy shit.
I didn't do anything, and
Yeah.
I'll deny it if anybody says otherwise.
Yeah, we didn't even really leave the bar.
Bro, first
we
of
did.
all, they attacked me.
I mean, he's not
Yeah,
wrong.
but they're not dead.
Oh, they're not?
I made sure they
we-
weren't dead.
Oh, fuck, that's right. That's real disappointing, actually. I've got to admit.
He did make sure they weren't dead.
All right, let
We're
me get
sure
a drink.
they're not dead.
I'll be right back. Sean, go take a pee-pee.
Oh, you good? Well, I mean, he casted the magics.
He casted the magics.
Yeah, yeah. At this point, like, someone could probably roll a medicine to double check a status of health.
That's not my character specialty.
I think I have a decent medicine. I'll give it a try. It's not horrible. It's not like the greatest.
I mean,
Yeah.
I have a. Let's see.
Oh, my foot. Oh no. Okay. Oh.
I mean, okay, I guess it's not.
I got a
bad.
21.
Oh yeah. So after Bo casts the magic, he can tell that the Minotaur that were once attacking you guys, they lay on the ground with a pulse and a beating heart.
Yeah, they'll live.
I'll repeat all that when everybody gets back. I guess.
They'll
I-
live. They'll live, just not well.
Yeah, it's
They'll
not gonna be
live.
pleasant.
They'll
So
live,
you're saying-
if you can
you're
call it
saying
that.
we so we maimed and crippled them.
Right.
Well, yeah, but at least they have their lives, right?
Yeah.
But what
I'm
kind of life?
Is that Will talking to Sean or is that Oryx talking to Kai? Because I'm scared either way. I'll be honest.
I mean, it's not much of a difference, honestly.
True. That's like saying, is this 1 divided by 2 or 50 divided by 2?
Where? I was like, where is he going with this math analogy? And I was like, nowhere. He's going nowhere with this math analogy.
I guess it would have been 50 divided by 25. That would have been funnier.
Sean, I don't really appreciate you making those noises.
You
at
should have
me.
used multiplication. It's like, is it 2
Stop,
times 5
Will,
or
don't
5
do it. It'll
times 2?
hurt.
Or 5 times 2. That would have been the obvious math analogy there, but
Stop!
Will, isn't it? It's
Hold on.
okay. It's
Okay,
summer
hold on, I'm
vacation,
done.
and it's you're a history teacher.
yeah.
So
What is your point of keeping bringing that up?
Stop teaching me
Donovan,
math.
you're making it
Teach me
worse.
history.
I mean, I'm teaching you math. Well, first of all, I can teach math to elementary schoolers, and that would be elementary math joke. So,
Oh Jesus! Ugh. I give up.
No, you can't, child.
Yay! I win somehow. I didn't even know there was a competition, but all I know is I win every time somebody gives up.
He said you didn't even know there's a competition, but he secretly reaches over and writes another check on a chalkboard.
Oh,
Like, what is that for then, Will? What is that for then?
I had to
He's
get
got a
snapped.
tally for the times that he wins when he didn't even know there was a competition.
Yeah, that's my tally.
Welcome back, Bugsy.
It's got 3 checks on it.
Thank you,
But I
God.
don't
God.
remember what the first 2 were about, so we'll
Oh,
just ignore that one for now.
When you stepped away, and when Sean stepped away, after Bo casted his magics, he double checked the bodies of the Minotaur, and though like pretty beat the up, after casting said magics, he can tell that they do lie with a beating heart and pulse.
What are we gonna do with him?
Well, it's unlikely they're gonna be waking up anytime.
Is public execution off of the table? Or
I mean, can't one of you two wake him up? You know,
you
heal him a
you mean
little
me?
I mean,
maybe not. Maybe not. You, but-
I do need answers still.
Yeah. Let me just make some
Wait, Bo, are you a
good
prince?
berries.
Am I a prince?
We still, I'll point out, we still don't have an answer to that question.
I'm as perplexed as you, Oryx. I don't entirely know if I'm a prince.
Wait, you're a prince?
Do you have-
I've
Have
been
you
have
asking my.
amnesia?
Have you been paying attention, Bugsy?
First of all, if you're a prince, I feel like I should have been getting paid a lot more for that job I was gonna help you with.
Which job was that?
It was before we were together.
Oh, you two are
Before
together?
we.
No,
and he points to himself.
I mean,
and
like-
Bugsy, or
I mean,
points
like
to
you
Bugsy
two were a. Look, me and Bo were a thing before. No, not like that. Look, it's complicated.
Okay, little buddy. We don't judge around here. You know, love comes in all shapes and sizes. But back to the question at hand. What are we gonna do with these guys?
So, public execution is off the table then?
I think so.
Yes.
Says Bugsy
we're
again
not
for the second time,
Playing them.
I
eyeing
think so.
everybody greedily, almost. Like, why not? I mean, we could just execute him.
No, we don't have to do it. It's public.
Well, you
it's
need to talk to him.
we get the guards to do it. They do it.
Public.
Death by
Bugsy.
guards.
Bring them out in front of the stage. They go, "This is what happens when you're a shitty minotaur," and then they fucking kill him. I've seen it
I'm
plenty of
against
times.
this idea.
It wasn't my idea. I didn't come up
It
with it.
absolutely was your idea.
Your idea. You actually just outlined the whole plan step by step.
Well, yeah, but I didn't come up with it. I'm just copying somebody else's idea.
Whose idea are you copying?
I don't know. I'm not sure,
Have you seen this
actually.
before?
Yeah. They do it all the time. I would assume. God? Is this a thing that happens in this world? I would assume.
I'm sure it's happened at some point somewhere in the world.
Yeah, like, I mean... I'm asking
Right,
you,
but I
Atlee.
don't think
don't
it
know.
should happen here in Salem.
Yeah, but it could.
And
Meanwhile,
when
the
it's-
we-
All right,
those
all right,
fellas
we're-
arguing. The Minotaur comes.
We're not
to-
killing them then. But can... Oh, man. I don't know what you want to do with them then. Are you proposing we let them go? That's crazy talk.
I'm
I mean,
saying
we
we
can-
should maybe go talk to Al about it.
What the fuck does
See
he
if
know?
he can help. I don't know. Maybe he can lock him in the cellar or something.
What? I mean, I don't doubt that that crazy old man would lock people in his cellar, but the fact that that's you think that's more humane than just killing them right now?
Well, until they wake up and we can get some answers as to why they tried to kill us. More specifically, me, Bugsy. I might be a prince.
Meanwhile,
I like to envision that you
creating
just went up to
more-
Bugsy and kind of grabbed him on his shoulders. It's like, Bugsy, remember why we're doing this? Remember, like, I need to get something from them, okay?
Okay, shit. God, everybody's always against the killing.
I wonder why, little guy.
All right.
What kind of
We're
fighters are
obviously
you?
not gonna be able to lift them. We should just leave someone here to watch over them.
And you call yourself a barbarian, I say to
It's
Oryx.
at this point that Oryx points over to the other Minotaur, who I'm pretty sure is dead, cut to pieces by Oryx under a haze spell.
No, he's alive.
No, he lives.
Yeah, they're just
Oh, did he
really
live?
fucked up.
Yeah, they're both alive.
Yeah, I spared the dying on him.
Oh, it's okay.
Dang, spare.
See, Oryx is just as disappointed as I am.
You're gonna have to get over it. I'm feeling like turning into the moral compass of this goddamn group. We can't just
Wait.
go killing people.
Oryx says mages are
It was self-defense! It's
But
not
it
like
doesn't
I
mean
hunt.
we need to kill them.
If I couldn't turn into a cheetah, that guy would have beat me into a pulp! I point at the
Okay,
Minotaur on
but-
the ground that fucking has been beaten to a bloody pulp.
But don't you want to know why?
Not really. It's never really bothered me before.
But this could happen again, brother.
I can only turn into a cheetah one more time today.
I'm just saying, if this could come to follow us anywhere we go.
See, that's why
And
we
it'd
should
be
kill
good
them.
to know there's
No, that's why we should get some answers.
And then we kill them.
If that's what you guys deem necessary afterwards, they tried to kill you. They didn't try to kill me.
I don't think they got a chance.
I mean,
I think they got
Maybe a
fucked
little,
up before that could happen.
all right. Stay here. I'll go get Al.
So you guys wanna, just before he comes back?
Oryx says they're no longer a threat. I see no
Yes,
reason
I know.
to kill them.
Jesus Christ.
Bo, you heard him say that as you were walking away.
what is your obsession
I-
with trying to kill these guys, little buddy?
It's
They
no
tried to
reason
kill
for you
me.
run back. It's...
Yeah, no. Oh, excuse me. Pardon me. This guy here, excuse me. Pardon me. Hey, Al.
Hey there, friend. Bo, right? Yeah.
Hey,
Trying to make it sound as if he's not completely aware of who you are.
I mean, even as Al the bartender, he should know. What the fuck? We've been
No.
we've rented a room
for the
here for
cupboard.
weeks.
we got
Clean in
some
the cup.
friends outside that are pretty
No, they're our
well
friends.
they're not exactly in the best shape right now,
You got friends that need
and
help, or
in a
friends that need
sense,
help.
yes, the latter.
Right.
Pulls
This
out
way.
a ladder.
Goes to back, gets ladder. Uh,
This is the type of help you need, yes? No, not what I
No,
meant.
no, not what I.
Um,
The,
I go into my bag and I take out some drawing utensils I have that I've just picked up at some point and thrown in the bag, and I start drawing like on the face of the Minotaur.
they're just out front, and we just need someplace safe and secure to store them.
right, right. You go ahead and get them. When you come back in, come back through the door behind Peggy.
Right, gotcha. All right. Oh, oh, pardon me, excuse me, guys, pardon me, excuse me. All right, let's muscle these guys inside.
Wait, I'm not. Hold on, I'm almost finished with his glasses. Wait. Start coloring in.
We're not a strength-based
So,
party, but I guess Oryx moves to help him move the Minotaurs.
Yeah.
Yep. There's one other obstacle I should probably mention. You see, right in the center of the bar are those 3 guards from the other night. Not entirely sure how they'll react. But they are alive, so.
Hmm. Well, I'm gonna go in first, and then you guys let me know how that plays out.
Oryx says I could cast an illusion if it would help.
That probably would help. Yeah, actually, a lot.
If
He
you want to,
goes, I can only create a sound or an image.
I also have minor illusion. So we can each, like, at least, okay. Can we make it appear that they aren't all cut up and made hurt? And they just look like passed out.
passed out drunk. We're bringing him back.
Because if we do that, then there's no chance to suspect.
I don't see anywhere on the spell that it says it doesn't say it can't move. So I don't see why you guys couldn't cast an illusion to do that on them. As it is either sound or image. Is that what you want them to look like? It's just not beat up Minotaur as you carry them in then?
Yeah, like they're just like, passed out. Heat stroker.
Okay. Yeah. All right, so if anyone else doesn't have anything else to do, the party proceeds to walk in, carrying the 2 Minotaur. And the
Oh yeah,
the
these
guards...
boys had a little too much to drink, brothers.
As you pass, excuse me, boys. The guards definitely do eye the two Minotaur that you guys are carrying. But they look at Kai and nod, going, "Oi, what doesn't surprise me? They left here drinking, most likely. Aye, aye!" And they raise up a mug and they all are like, "Ah!" And they take another drink, obviously not caring too much about their job today. But very enthralled that there are also drunk Minotaur coming into the pub. So in their excitement, they don't even necessarily mind the party walking into the back past Peggy.
Yes, good.
Now we're gonna string him up back at the kitchen.
All right, let me reveal some shit, boy.
I love shit that gets revealed.
This is a very small room.
Cheers. When you guys come through the back, Al goes in the cupboard to the south. He's like, "Go ahead and throw them in there." At this point, the party will probably just throw them in there.
Yeah.
And there they lay. Kind of. This is literally the cupboard where you're gonna see like a big sack of potatoes, a big sack of like cornstarch, all the fixins to make a pretty good tasty meal.
Ew.
Oh.
But they're bleeding.
I'm
Al, if we can
not
keep
eating
these
here
guys alive
until
and not
you.
eat them.
Oh wait, we're eating them? Oh Jesus.
Right. He goes back in and he just snaps his fingers, and all the materials that are the food just kind of vanish in front of you. As you, like anyone looking through the door, you can see that it just kind of dematerializes to nothing. And the guys are simply just laying in an empty room at this point.
Thanks, Al.
He's like, I didn't think about, what I was kind of doing there. He's like, we don't necessarily use the materials of this world. He's like, it's more magical than anything. He's like, so I don't want to give the perception that we're going to cook with dirty utensils or materials, right? God, he has such a Russian accent tonight. I'm so sorry. He's normally just an old man. Fuck my life.
Yeah, I was like, wait, when did Al become Russian?
It's not.
Well,
I can't
he's always
fucking-
rushing into things.
Ooh.
I think it has something to do with the owl version of him, like that image. I needed to stop seeing it. Al looks at the party and he goes, "I can keep them here as long as you need them. But what is the purpose?"
I believe that Bo would like to have words with them.
Alright, long story short. Bugsy snuck into the room last night as a spider and then listened to a conversation. Then he turned back into a hobbit.
Whoa.
Fucking stole a piece of paper and then he gave me the paper and it was written in
Whoa!
Minotaur.
Allegedly.
And it said something about a prince, and then today these guys tried to beat us up. So I think I might be a prince.
That was the entire story, not
Yes,
long story
But
short.
I said it really fast, which made it short.
You got pretty good memory,
Hmm.
brother.
Those are paying patrons. Halfling, why are you breaking into my patrons' rooms?
Al, that's not important right
That's
now.
incidental.
Wait, what was the important part?
I think they're trying to kill me because I'm a prince. Or allegedly a prince.
Oh, you
Those are
pretty-
not my patrons. They only paid for last night. They are no longer mine. Those are no longer my patrons. So,
Okay?
Well,
we
I
think he
guess.
killed them?
No, no,
Yes.
no,
Yes.
no.
That would be real convenient for us.
Yeah, if you just want to eat them or something.
Listen, I'll pay
he's
for
an
their.
arbiter of good. He's a gold dragon. If he says it's cool to kill him, then it's cool to kill him.
Bugsy, what are you eating?
From potato.
Fucking dead. Because I envision Bugsy eating right now. He found something to
He's got
munch
like
on while
he's
in
got
the
like a
back.
sweet roll in his hand.
Nothing?
Nothing anymore.
Listen, I just need to know who sent them and if they're gonna be sending more people.
I mean, see if I can work something out. And in a puff, he puts on his usual form and he walks into the room. With the Minotaur just like still unconscious. The illusion spell is far too weak to not necessarily impress Alatar. I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings, but he can see straight through it, right? And he can tell these things are
It's
grievously
only a
wounded.
cantrip.
Right. So he does place his palm on one of the Minotaur's heads. And the typical Alatar golden aura kind of warmly kind of encompasses the skull and kind of starts to wrap around. It's not necessarily just a glow of flame, but it almost starts to like be an ooze that dips upon the Minotaur. And then as it starts to go to the neck, it just back up into Alatar's hand. It's with that he nods and he comes back into the room after shutting the door.
Did he just steal their memories?
I hope so.
But didn't you need to know what they could remember?
Yeah, but now he remembers what they remember.
You don't know that's the way the spell works.
Oh yeah? Oh yeah? Well, let me just roll a fucking Arcana and we'll see if I know how that's how the spell works.
Yeah. First, I'll say that everyone definitely saw it just because the door was open. He wasn't trying to hide. And I feel like with the amount of light it was producing, you guys were just like, you were interested. But yeah, if you want to go ahead and roll an Arcana, you can give a shot at trying to figure out how that spell works.
Yeah.
Not a fucking clue.
I just thought of something
So-
terrifying. Like a fucking mind flayer dragon. It's like a dragon with a fucking squid head.
Oh my god.
Damn. A Cthulhu dragon.
A Cthulhu Chaos Black.
Cthulhu Chaos Black Dragon! Okay.
Definitely a Yu-Gi-Oh card.
You just
Isn't it?
activated my trap card. Cthulhu Black Eyes Dragon.
Bo, you're pretty sure that the Minotaur that Alatar just touched will never be the same again, as that was a mysterious yet legendary form of brown mold that he dripped upon the Minotaur's face and then revealed pulled right back off. And to you, you know that as like he just wiped that guy. He's fucked forever.
Oh man.
Oh,
That's cruel and unusual.
I told you it'd be better to just put them out of their misery.
I mean,
I-
to be fair, Bugsy did tell you that.
He might as well just whatever that means for him.
Bo, in your like enamored state, you say this out loud. You're like, "Why did you eat his brain?"
Ah!
And that's when Alatar just chuckles and he goes, "No, young bard, That's not how this one works. And then he begins to kind of answer any questions that you had. So, from what he can tell, that these Minotaur are from a band of mercenaries that were hired from within Moscow. Their goal was to come and kill you and bring back your head as proof.
Okay.
He says the rest of it isn't necessarily fuzzy. The way that he interprets it, it's odd. He does repeat sentences that reference the 3 words that Bugsy found and then gave to you. I think Bugsy relayed that, but the whole kingdom shambles, Minotaur pride, proof that we need, right? He explains that the kingdom of Moscow is actually in shambles. And what it is that the royalty was essentially killed in like this massive civil war, and they were trying to like find a new leader. But in that, they found a tome that kind of showed the true heritage and or family line of everything. And it was in that moment that like things got incredibly heated, and your name was brought up, which is why they wanted to get the proof they needed, which was your head on a platter. So based upon what I can see via this Minotaur's memories, is that he was just simply told to come and kill you. For your head is the proof that his leader needed in the revolutionary type war that was going on in Moscow.
So, still Schrodinger's prince. I may be the true prince of Moscow, or I may have satirized the noble who actually is the prince of Moscow.
It's hard to say
And
truthfully
which
as I look
case
at the
he now
info.
wants me dead. It could go either way. So we should not heal them necessarily and let them heal on their own and then send them back to their leader and say but that the next time they should send an ambassador, not an assassin.
You want to send them back?
Can we put new memories in their head?
He looks at you and says no.
Boo.
I see no need to implant any new memories within them.
Yeah, we kind of fucked them up, Bugsy.
Well, you could put the memories in them, and you could say that they did kill us, only something happened where they lost the head.
I think it's a little too obvious.
To implant memories into their brains? I think that's pretty fucking sophisticated.
Oryx is like, it is not a common magic, that is for sure.
No, I think what he meant was they lost the head.
Yeah, but if they truly believe it,
it would at the very least throw smoke into the air. Buy us time before having to deal with that.
why don't we wake up the other one and I don't know, maybe he can tell us more.
Alatar says he can make no promises, as he doesn't know if his magic can even do such a thing, but he could definitely give it a shot.
Why don't?
Well, Bugsy's
Why
right.
not? You already scrambled one.
We should wake up the other, find out what he knows, and then if you can implant the fake memories, do.
Similar effect happens. Puts the hand on the skull. Gold oozes down. Once it touches the neck, it slurps right back up into his hand. Yeah, slurps, man. Slurps. At that point, he just does another nod. It comes back out and relays that it's about the same exact information. That these Minotaur weren't necessarily given too much key information beyond the fact that they were looking for Sir Beau Vinet.
Wait, so we
Golden
just
Cthulhu
brainwiped
dragon
the other
sends
one?
him to the Shadow Realm.
What, Bugsy?
He just brainwiped the other one?
It's not a brain wipe.
Right, but
He's just getting the memory.
But he just fucked the other one? Well,
He-
that's
he
what we
got
think.
memories from
That's
them.
what we think, though. Because Bo said that
No.
he brain fucked
Bo
him.
said that, and then he immediately said that that's not how it works. That was just Bo.
So we
getting
know
that
that.
one.
So we know that they're not brain fucked.
Right.
Okay.
Bo is kind of sketchy on it. Like, even though Alatar
I'm
said that, he's
still
like,
not completely convinced.
pretty sure they are dead in the brain. 'Cause-
Look, I know you're a dragon, but I read.
I read a lot, okay? Like a
I
lot.
wrote my college thesis on that fungus. I'm pretty sure I'm right.
I
in
speak
this
8
last one,
languages.
in this last one, he did say though that this last one, when he looked through the memories and sees your name, it was Sir Beau Vinet.
Yeah, I'm not a knight.
Well, you don't have to be. You could be royalty. Be a sir.
So I am a.
Well, that's well and good, but are these people gonna keep coming after us?
Almost definitely.
Well, then maybe.
What? Whether
It's
these
time for us
people
to
live
hit
or
the road.
die. But just because they'll keep sending them doesn't mean we should kill these people. So
I agree,
let's
but maybe it's time for us to gather our things and hit the road.
I agree. We were going to see the druids, right, guys?
Well, we hadn't
Oh,
really
now
decided.
you guys want to go see the druids.
Me and Oryx talked about it a little bit. What's everyone think the smartest idea is?
Well,
Alatar smiles as he sees you guys start to talk about this, as he realizes that it's like the step forward in the potential fixing of the foreseen calamity. And he just kind of reminds everyone that the crystals are in all four of the cardinal directions. Based upon the knowledge that we just got from these Minotaurs, that kingdom is probably in shambles. So it's safe to say that the dropping of the elements is most likely defining that. And overnight, Vane and Peggy's resources. Yeah, Peggy's doing shit. Get wrecked. Can safely say that to the south, whole villages are now missing. Not necessarily the buildings, but the people that reside within them. To the east, the evil forest seems to be growing at an exponential rate, almost dipping into the next. And to the west, the waters connecting everything. That was scary. That has scared me. The waters to the west are simply raging, and all boat passage has been reduced, and that has reduced and or eliminated all communication with Besaid Isle, which is where we believe the water crystal is residing.
Hmm.
What do you think? We is it smart to go for something inland or make the longest journey first?
Or you could do the longest one first. That would be the ship passage, I would imagine.
That's what I'm saying.
We should stop as many from being drained or claimed as we can. Which means we should go for the shorter ones first.
Looks like we should split up, gang.
That'd be a fun campaign. All right, Will, I'll see you on Monday. Sean, Tuesday. Taryn, could you do Sunday or Saturday?
Oh boy.
I think that we should head north first, then east, then to the one in the south, and then finally end with the island.
Towards Moscow.
Wait, what are we?
Yeah.
Wait.
Where the
Or-
assassins came from.
I think we should end with the boat journey, is basically. So you could, I suppose, go south first, then east.
I say we go to the druids first. Weren't we gonna see about them fixing the earth crystal?
That's true. They're trying to fix the wind crystal. Maybe they can fix the earth one as well.
Alatar nods in that resent. But he relays that he's not giving anyone the crystal.
How are we supposed to fix it then?
When the time comes and we get the knowledge that someone can and has recovered a crystal, then we'll make moves.
Fair enough.
I would assume every
Too
crystal's different, right?
dangerous to...
I can't hear you, Sean.
Huh?
Oh, there it is.
Your mic's kind of far from your face.
I saw your mouth move, but I didn't hear your words.
It'd be kind of dangerous to carry a crystal with us while we have assassins on our tail. Dead or not.
So which journey are we making first then? We go into to the forest?
To the druids.
Okay then.
To the druids.
We need to,
But first,
talk to,
a short rest.
definitely
I look
rest
around.
food. Definitely rest food, all that good shit.
What time is
Time of our lives. It's summer vacation.
It was pretty early in the
it's-
morning, wasn't it?
Ooh.
Probably
It's
mean,
probably
close to
after
noon by now.
time.
Yeah, we had like
close to
just
noon,
woken up.
1. You guys did just like a little bit left, and then
Yeah, and that
the
happened
browsing
like
of town, little bit of conversations, and then the Minotaur attack.
And then we need to talk to the dude in the corner.
Why do we need to talk to the dude in the corner?
That was Mr. Owl set up some arrangements to make your guys' traveling a little bit easier.
Yeah, he's the one who drives that carriage out front, the carriage
Yeah,
house.
the big pimp wagon.
Thanks, Al.
Anytime. There we go. The Russian's gone. Yay! Whoop, whoop.
Hey, how you doing here, buddy?
Greetings.
Our friend Al told us to come talk to you.
Oi, yeah, you're the travelers.
You
Yeah.
you could call us that.
I put like 5 gold on the table and I grab a bottle of liquor as I walk over to the table with the fortune teller.
With Ellie. Visible to the rest of the party that the halfling is making more strides on women than the bard of the group. At this
I'm
point,
not making moves
you're
on
not
her.
worried.
I just
Yeah,
this
you're
is how
not
I'm
worried.
getting fortunes out of her.
Yeah, it's just like, he didn't
What
follow you
was
guys.
I just know she's
Uh,
got to be liquored up first.
What was the fortune for the day?
that
Ooh,
was
the fortune
was yesterday, I thought.
No, that was the.
No, I think you
Was that
guys.
today?
This morning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, first thing this morning we got.
So
a
it was
reading.
that was the 3 free spells,
It was magician twice, 3 free spells.
or
That
in
doesn't burn
Kai's
your spell
case,
slot.
like free key actions or whatever.
Yeah. Yep. Here, let me post old Biggity Boy over on NPCs now that you guys have approached him.
Oh,
Well, in that case, I
Uh,
guess I thought it was a different day, so I don't do that then.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's fine.
Because I don't need to get her liquored up again if she's already fucking gave us a fortune.
Rewind, bitch.
Where the fuck is my pictures at? I'm worried. Oh, right.
Draskar.
So he simply says, greeting travelers. Yes. Al told me about you. Said just needing passage, and I love gold.
I love gold too.
I think we all like gold, buddy.
So are
What
you
kind of
like a
passage you
roadie?
offering?
Is your grandpa a halfling?
Yeah, he liked gold. Yeah.
So is that all you really worry about? You just gold and then you just drive?
Have you ever seen every inch of the world?
Well, no, but I'd like to, brother. I'd really like to.
Every inch?
All the inches.
What?
I've seen every inch.
Hey,
I think you need to back up a
can
little
somebody
bit.
get him off of me?
Nothing's hidden from
Hello,
me.
stranger danger.
I need an adult. I am
Ow.
an adult.
Al, your friend's a little aggressive.
Al, I promise it's not being aggressive. I'm just doing the, I love travel and then the gold. Al gave me a lot of gold. You guys, oh man, where do you want to go?
This
Weird,
man is very odd.
What'd you
The
do with
evil
that there
forest.
gold?
You, don't worry about it. You.
You asked where we wanted to go.
Yeah.
The evil forest.
Wait,
Anyone
we
else
want to
have
go to the?
suggestions?
Wait, is it the? Oh,
Is
hey,
it the evil forest?
is it? Yeah, do we have to go to the evil forest, or do we just have to go to?
Is that where the druids aren't in the evil forest?
Yeah, I thought they were
are
in the
they?
good forest, or I thought they were like in the
Yeah,
edge, or like in the middle.
or at least the not so bad
Or
forest,
at
you
least
know.
Evil forest.
Morally
It's a
ambiguous.
small forest subsection on the outskirts of Evil Forest called Not So Evil Forest.
Yeah.
Yes! Canon!
Well, because I thought they were where this big tree
unfortunately,
is.
Okay, so let's do.
Or that's where some
my
of
gosh,
the
this-
druids are. I guess there could be more than one group of druids in this big ass forest. Because
So if
he
you
did
guys
say
were
it
to
was
pull
a
up the
group of
map,
druids.
and or if you have the map visible to you,
Mhm.
right in between the evil forest and the Forest of Solitude. So essentially, if you take that big ass tree that's in that little divot of land, right? If you go
On the peninsula.
northwest,
Yeah.
it's in the center of that is where the druids live. They're in
Come on, Donovan, it's
between
Peninsula.
Solitude and evil.
So
Yes.
that big ass tree.
Morally
That's
ambiguous
not where they are,
forest.
It's the morally ambiguous forest.
It's
Where are
morally
we? I don't
ambiguous
know.
woods.
Just
Fuckers.
quick question. This is where I'm from, isn't it?
Yes.
So I may or may not be allowed back here.
I'm
about-
actually not surprised.
Why? I'm such an
Raised in-
upstanding member of society.
You were raised in the morally ambiguous forest?
Technically I was born in the evil forest, but yeah, let's go with that.
Bugsy, what'd you take?
What? I didn't take anything.
Everyone starts questioning and eyeing Bugsy as he explains that, yes, you guys should totally go see the druids. Oh god, the druids might not let him in.
No, look, here's the thing. Okay. It's not
The
me.
best Bugsy stories
It's
start like
them.
What do you mean all of Bugsy's stories start like this?
Look, I wasn't always like this, okay? I tried to be a druid.
So you guys explained that you need to get passage to the druid within the forest and or the druid city, druid town, druid village, the encampment of druids. Where the druids live is where you guys are going.
Listen, Bugsy, I'll help you smooth things over.
They
But
Draskar looks at you all and goes, "Hey, just give him some gold. Doesn't that make him happy? I mean, it makes me happy."
please don't do that. Please don't do that.
yet, Drathgar, how comfortable are you with just staying on the
Staying where?
on the house carriage, the pimp mobile?
Oh, I love Bertha.
It's called Bertha. Okay. So, yeah, whenever we're off on an adventure, you're just gonna stay at Bertha.
I'm always with Bertha. Bertha doesn't go anywhere without me, I tell you what.
Okay.
She doesn't like gold like me, though.
So you'll be in charge of Garden Bertha, right?
Garden? Yeah, there's a garden in Bertha. Yeah, we have a garden if you guys want to look at
Ooh, do you have potatoes?
it. Before we leave, I need to get potato seeds. God damn it, I done forgot that.
Do potatoes grow from seeds?
Technically.
In the
No, they grow from bigger, larger potatoes.
what came
Well, no,
first?
so those little eyes of the potato, that's technically
The
the
bulb,
seed. It's
right?
yeah,
Or whatever.
it's like the part where the actual like root will start growing, and that's what will regrow a new potato.
I thought you were a bard. Aren't you supposed to tell interesting stories?
I actually have a plus 11 in nature.
So
Yeah,
you just
still
don't
not-
have
Yeah. We know you're better at druiding than I am. Get over it.
Well, to be honest, I'm here on his requests, and his request is to be at your guys' request. So whenever you're ready, I'm here.
I am ready.
I
believe
I
I've got all my
inspect
shit.
his eyes.
You inspect his eyes.
Yeah, I'm staring into his eyes.
What are you
Deep
trying to
into
get?
his
Roll
soul.
persuasion.
Yeah, yeah. What are you doing?
I go.
Okay.
Like, what,
Are
Are you
you
trying to get motive?
man?
Are you trying to like just?
I just
look
no,
deeply
I
into
go.
his
I'm
soul?
looking directly into his eyes, and I'm like, I'm trying to get his attention, and I'm like, are you you know, you know, you
How
know,
you doing?
are you a,
How you doing?
like,
Are you still in your chair, like leaning forward, or did you get like?
yeah.
And okay, so he kind of like he does the same thing, gets close to you, and he goes, "Are you do you know like you like gold?"
Uh,
What is even happening
yeah.
here?
You can tell that he's most likely.
I believe we're about to bear witness to a drug deal, friends.
I I kind of lean back, and I'm like, I kind of go quiet.
Just remember,
Uh,
that's interdimensional.
Well, let's get going. Load up the wagon.
Hey, treat the roadie with some respect. Say please.
And thank you.
All right. Let me get
No,
Bertha ready. Let me make sure she's.
I pat Bo on the back. I go, well, you tried. I walk out.
All right. So everybody done with the bar?
Yeah.
Did Were you-
Yeah.
were you doing a rest, or are we leaving now?
We can rest in
Well,
the
we
wagon.
can rest in the wagon.
Truth. It's pretty luxurious. Cool. So he simply makes remarks that he needs to make sure old Bertha's ready and walks out the door. It's within that time that the party kind of goes upstairs, grabs what belongings they think they need for the adventure, as they know they probably won't be back to Salem, at least perceptually, anytime soon, right? So when you go outside, you see, again, the grand visage that is the massive cabin wagon that is Bertha, or at least what he kept referring to as Bertha. I don't have a
Big Bertha be all.
I don't have a map made for it, but
Can I talk to Ellie real quick before we go?
yeah, that's why I was asking before I like got my shit rolling and started throwing you guys around and maps.
We should invite her to come along.
Okay.
Interesting idea.
Bring the fortune teller with us.
Hey,
We might even invite
I-
the builders to keep Bertha in good repair.
no, they gotta stay here. Why don't we just give them some money to work on something while we're gone?
This is true.
All right,
Hey,
I'm gonna go over to Ellie.
Okay.
I will bring a bottle of booze over there now.
As per the usual, I think we all know how to deal with Miss Ellie.
Hey, Ellie.
You what?
Put the
She's not stupid, and you stuttering to say her name, she kind of gives you a glance like, really? It's not hard.
she's like,
Not
"You
yet."
motherfucker. You motherfucker.
I mean, the full name, sure, right? Like Elakelia, right? Like everyone gets that one wrong, but Ellie,
Hey,
it's
it's the chicken fucker.
Uh,
Go ahead.
I mean, you're acting like I forgot.
You're right. I'm sorry. She slams another drink.
Huh.
She drinks like
Anyways,
a dwarf. If you guys haven't caught, like she's
oh,
actually she can.
I've caught on. Her constitution doesn't seem to be that of a dwarf's, though, and it's concerning.
You have a problem.
Because here's the thing, the builder dude's been drinking just as much as she has. We just can't tell.
Well, it doesn't help that he doesn't say anything ever.
I think it does help.
Smalls.
I go, so, I mean, when was the last time you saw the world, baby?
One of the tarot.
And then I mean that in like a 50s, like,
Yeah. Damn
what's
it, Will.
up, baby kind of way.
She like holds up one that like represents the world. She's like, I mean, every time I flip this up, technically.
Oh, that's super depressing. So, I mean, like, outside of this shithole, when was the last time that happened?
She sighs and she's like, this gig never really paid enough for me to really travel.
All right, well, that settles it. You want to come travel the world with us? We got a sick wagon. Plus, to be honest, it's a little bit of a dude fest.
I mean, I'm not doing much else here. I don't see why I can't.
Oh, good.
Good.
By the
Guy's
way,
already
do you
outside,
know?
like loading his stuff on the wagon?
Do you
so
have
he doesn't know
Yeah.
what's
any idea on how you would? Oh, I don't know. Like, summon a demon to talk to him.
I'm sorry, what?
Summon a demon. Let's talk to him. Oh man, oof. I think I got the COVID.
She leans in. She goes, Bugsy, have you been branded? A very serious tone hits her voice. And an even seriouser look.
I mean, haven't we all been branded by the vice of life?
You spoke of a demon. I'm not stupid.
Oh, I didn't say you're stupid. I just asked. Why do you think I'm asking you?
I merely implied that you were stupid.
No, you're a drunk, not an idiot. There's a difference.
I knew things, but this isn't the place to speak of it.
So, so like the wagon, or like Al's got a sweet cellar in the back. We could just go back there real quick. Look, this is kind of like important for me. Like, I kind of need to know. So, like, you could either tell me, or I could.
If we're leaving, I
find
need to get my
someone else.
things. And she walks upstairs. Begins to go grab her belongings. To get into the wagon.
Well, geez, that was unhelpful.
So, Builder Bros. I'm thinking we should bring some magic. And I don't mean my beautiful.
Bring some magic. And you get a grunt from old small. Huh?
I'm thinking something that would be attractive to, say, enchanters of some sort, or, you know, merchants of magical wares,
Like a
maybe a
sign saying,
marketplace, or a library, or
Bose Bard
Oh.
College.
"Oh, you're talking about like another building to build, right?"
yeah.
Oh gosh, I thought you meant something else. Of course, we want to help with that.
Something grand and extravagant that's going to bring people in from afar.
Okay. Um, and the type of people based upon what you wanted, like, or at least what you said in the beginning. So you wanted like almost magical, right?
Right, like some source of magical wares or
Yeah,
ways
yeah,
we
yeah,
can enchant stuff or stuff like that.
yeah. Well, we can definitely reach out and see if we can contact another union of forms from the other towns, perhaps a magical union, or even some form of enchanter that wants to set up shop in town, and then we can help build a nice little place for them. Yeah, I'm sure we could try to work something out here.
Awesome. How much is that gonna run? Like how much do you need to keep that affair going?
Sourcing. Well, I'll tell you what, we haven't necessarily pinned everything down yet, because there might be like three different options that it comes out to, right? If we can't contact, certain parties. Uh, we'll get back to you on the tab, but we'll keep it light, we promise. Always a discount from us, right?
Awesome. Appreciate it.
It's at that time, Ellie would then be coming downstairs with all like a little belonging bag, kind of like a change of clothes, etc. Just the typical bullshit that she needs to tell her fortunes, and that really is all she needs. She's kind of a gypsy vagabond, and she goes out and proceeds to get into Big Bertha. Big Bertha is kind of like laid out. It's multi-staged, so there is two levels of it. I haven't created the map of it in Roll20 because I did want to make it to where you guys could move around and or kind of get a visualization of it, but it's essentially got the place on top where obviously he can sit outside and he steers it, and it's got like four massive like Clydesdale looking horses that do lead this thing. Um, with that, uh, there's almost like an entire house within it. So it's not just like the typical cabin. You open it and then there's two seats, right? So when the fold downstairs hit the ground and you guys walk up into it, it's almost like walking into a fancier version of the bar you were just in, a little bit smaller, and obviously not 6 rooms on the second floor, but enough to make sure everyone's nice and comfy. But due to constraints of this sized cabin, it is 2 people per bedroom while you guys are in it. As Miss Ellie will take up one full one now, and then whenever Drothgar sleeps, he would be taking up another.
All right. Guess me and Kai are rooming together again.
It's fine with me.
I don't
Um,
need much space.
You're 8 feet tall. Bugsy says this.
I don't need much space relative to a minotaur.
Yeah, what he
wait. Can you guys see the world map that we're on?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So earlier when I was talking about like it being in between Evil Forest and Forest of Solitude, the druids are essentially like right here. It would be this panel.
Okay.
Like they're in between where the trees grow light and dark, right? And that is just to signify that they're in between both solitude and evil.
I can update the map too.
Yeah, I was thinking that we could probably do like some form of like almost watching it get worse and worse. See, you know what I mean? Because shit is getting worse and worse. So
True.
throw a big old poop palette on it and yeah. All right, so you guys take off, and this thing is cozy as hell. This is the Cadillac of cabins. So, I don't know how you guys want to run your backstories in the sense of like what true experiences you've had, but albeit writing in a cabin before or never writing in one, the experience that you're having right now is truly elegant as suspension of some sort has been created for this massive house on a wagon. Any bump and or like rock pebble in the road doesn't necessarily like make it bounce and or make you guys seasick or motion
Right.
sick. It's actually a pretty pleasant ride. It's within that you realize that truthfully no one else helps Strathgar in this giant ass house. There are no servants. There is no one to help you guys cook and or make food. There is a kitchen and or a form of like there's the typical house appliances within this thing, but there's no one to do anything for you. Like when you guys get hungry, etc., you'd have to do it. Yada yada.
I can
It's
probably
not.
cook as long as there's ingredients.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the kitchen has basic ingredients that you could make like typical stews or soups with. They're just all the basic stuff. So the party heads out. You kind of wave your goodbyes. At this point, everybody loaded up the Big Bertha and then took off. And at that point, because of the morning, the Minotaur fight that you guys kind of got into, everyone's kind of just reflecting on all the stuff that's been happening and did go to your rooms and kind of rest, if you will. Though it's still early in the day, it's kind of already been a long one, and some of the stuff that's happened was definitely unexpected, especially Bo and some of the revelations that might be happening up north. Yeah, just a lot of like, you guys are just taking like nice mental health time for everyone, okay? While traveling to and through the forest, you guys pass a town or two. It's nothing of significance. Nothing stands out. It's got the typical like militia at like the front and the back. There's not a lot of searching happening at this point in the state of the world. At least in these smaller towns, they're not necessarily worried about someone coming in and doing something bad where they are. The Kingdom of Malice again isn't necessarily like the Garlia Kingdom, so it's more peaceful. It has more of a better reputation. So these towns are kind of just granting free passage. As you guys go through, though, you do just notice the typical, people playing in the streets. Well, at least that's what it's perceived to be, is that they're like playing and or having fun. I meant children, not people. The typical merchant stands, etc. These towns don't seem to have anything abnormal standing out, but are just like a smaller version of Salem with nothing developing though. As you get closer to the forest and you are getting further from Salem, you do notice that the patches of grass that were once evergreen are almost like starting to get like a yellow hue, and it is a hint that they're dying. It doesn't take you guys to roll any form of dice to realize that this color in the time of the world that it is right now, it's not fall, nor should grass technically be dying the way that it is. It's kind of sad as you get further and further away. You guys are realizing that where you've been, at least for the past week and or a couple of weeks, hasn't been changing too gradually in front of you, but as you've moved further, it's pretty drastic. And as you get to the forest, Bugsy, what you once left, I don't know how you and Bo, want to run your backstory or where exactly you met. So Bo, this might be familiar to you as well. But Bugsy, for sure, when you get to like the line that is the forest,
I don't think
you
Bo.
guys are
I mean, Bo may have been here on his own, but he's never been here with me because
okay.
after I was, because I haven't been back since I was exiled.
Okay.
So
Honestly, Bo has never been further west than the mountain, or east than the mountain.
Okay. So you can definitely tell that the tree line, Bugsy, is almost receded, right? It's gone back. And you don't notice like any stumps. There's no like odd difference within the ground. Like literally, the forest has almost pushed itself back to the left on the solitude. But then like the thickness that is the evil forest is it's incredible. The denseness, nothing is truly seen through it, and it's almost as if it is like swallowing any form of light that kind of goes near it. Not to the like crazy extent. I don't want that picture to be,
I leave for
nuts
a
in your guys'
few
head.
years, and these lazy ass elves won't come out here and plant these fucking trees themselves. It's unbelievable.
I was given to think that that's not how forests work.
If you think druids aren't the reason forests exist, you'd be wrong.
I mean, I'm from the desert, so I guess I'm not an expert, but
All right. Um, Strathgar, he whistles a tune as you guys are going, and there's no like true melody to it. Every now and then you hear him go, "I love me gold." He's this guy's kind of like nuts. I'm not saying that he's like lost it. I'm not saying he's insane. What I'm simply saying is
that he's nuts and
he,
he's insane. Got it.
That
he
he
loves
likes
his
his
fucking
gold.
gold. Yeah, like that's just the simple, you guys are gonna have to understand this. And if you don't understand it, then we might have some form of issue there. Okay, there, guys, there. So
Yeah.
you guys are coming forward, and you have heard him humming this tune for probably the past like 3 to 4 hours. And everyone's been sleeping. Again, the rooms that you guys sleep in are on the second floor, so it's actually pretty close to him. And it's not that it's just bad construction; it's that his whistling is extremely loud, so you guys can hear it. And it wasn't necessarily keeping you from resting. It was almost like that nice background noise, and it's like, cool, everything's fine. Drothgar's whistling. Let's go ahead and rest the head and/or do whatever we need to kind of feel rested. And you guys just hear the whistling completely stop at this point. Not only does the whistling stop, but the carriage seems to slowly come to a halt.
Everything all right,
Hello.
Drethgar?
Are we there yet?
I peek out of the wagon.
No. You peek out of like the window?
No, I just go outside.
Okay. See if you can move that on this map.
Oh,
Okay. I just want to make sure.
I'm out of here, bitches.
So you see Draftar on the side, and he's looking down at the front wheel.
Whale problems?
Well, I wasn't expecting this one. And he was like, he looks up at you and looks back down at the wheel. At that point, it's easy to see that there's a massive tree, like branch, very sharp tree branch that went through the spoke as you guys were rolling, right? It just tore out a quarter section of the wheel and kind of bent in the metal frame that wrapped this wooden wheel. He's like, I've definitely seen worse, but I don't know how this happened. He looks to the back of the path.
I look back and forth. I look
And-
over my shoulders. They're in the trees.
Or maybe they are the trees.
I knew we should have brought the builders.
How far I'm familiar with this area, aren't I?
At this point, we're on the edge of the forest, right? So you're pretty familiar with this. If anything,
I mean, like I would know like which way to go.
yeah, to get to like where the druids are, right? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
Yeah, you would know like which way would be like the average path and or like the normal route that would be taken.
I say we leave the wagon here. We head on to the druids, and then we'll come back.
Sounds like
Fair.
a plan.
Give him time to fix the wheel.
It is probably the best idea.
Well, then I go, follow me. Wait, is this how long has it been that we've been on the road?
So to get to where you guys were, it was probably close to like 3 hours.
Oh, so
So-
it wasn't that long.
It's like 5-ish. And it's not in the time in which it's like dark, so it's you guys still have some light.
Well, it's this way, and I just start walking off.
Yeah, Bugsy would know that you guys need to just essentially walk in this general direction.
You need to follow the path.
I'm following the path. Oh my god! I can't see! Where'd I go?
Um, whee.
Oh wow, it splits here.
Where's John Van Sean?
I'm right here.
Ah!
John Ben Chun.
Uh,
John
Uh,
Van Sean.
um,
I'm just waiting on my damn
Bum, bum, bum.
wait, what the
What?
fuck are those?
Bugsy?
What are those?
Do I see those? Can I see that?
Yeah. So Bugsy, familiar with the area, was lining up some trees that you can normally see through that would like direct you to the village of the Druid. Okay. And you see a very familiar enemy. In fact, this was something that it resembles when the trees attacked you guys a week ago, when you guys were recovering stuff for Ellie and the builders.
Who are these guys?
Around the time you noticing them, you hear Drathgar cry in pain.
Can I
God
see?
damn it!
Can I see him from where I'm standing, like at the back of the group?
You can see him on the ground grabbing his leg.
I yell out to him, "What happened?"
What's it look like? My damn leg hurts! I don't know what fucking happened here.
Did something attack you, or did you hurt yourself?
I didn't. Oh my goodness! Gold can't save me now, can it? Oh, oh.
If there were a cleric in the area that would accept donations, then yes, gold would save you right now.
I am accepting
You say what?
donations.
It's in that time, Bugsy.
Is Bugsy class multi-classed into cleric?
No, but I have healing spell or a druid.
I mean, I have a cure wounds.
Well, why are we all just standing here, letting our cart driver, bleed out onto the ground?
Yeah, I rush over to him and
I mean, it's kind of my style.
hit him with some fucking healy power.
What you hit him with, dog?
Bang, bang,
I mean, he was a cure wounds. I just have to open up the spell list. And
I'm gonna
Cure wounds.
hide.
wounds.
We want less wounds, not more wounds. We don't want to cure wounds.
Will,
What?
I need you to find a hole.
I'm sorry, I can't.
A nice big deep hole.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
and then jump in.
How deep does said hole have to be? I need you to be really specific.
As deep as the one as Sven jumped into.
Oh man, I don't have Death Ward. That was the best strategy. Death Ward jump down the hole.
Dude, that was sick. Honestly.
Well, Smith's got 1 HP left, but he's got 1 HP left.
Yeah, that shit was fire. Everybody roll initiative.
Initiative?
While he's looking up spells. Yep.
Initiative?
Oh, saw that.
Oh shit, dude.
Did he get something sexy, dude?
Oh shit, dude.
Oh, dude.
I healed dead for 10 points of
I
damage.
got that.
Oh,
nat
dude.
20,
I got a
That's actually pretty
21.
good.
I got a
that
21.
nat 20, which is 25 on initiative.
Okay, everybody, slow the fuck down. Okay, Orcs 21.
Yeah.
Kai, you said what?
25.
Everybody.
I got an 8.
Uh-oh. Bugsy?
I got 12.
Okay. Let's give old Drothgar a turn. Poor bastard.
Gardroth
Okay.
bell.
Top of the morning to you. So Drothgar cried out in pain at the same moment that Bugsy and the party. Do you think that you relayed the information when you seen them? behind the trees?
I
It
mean,
would just
they were
determine whether they would
following
get, like,
me.
a cover bonus.
I mean, they were following me, and I went ooh, and I immediately hid. So
Okay.
anybody that was paying attention to me probably would have saw that I like
I was
froze
over
up
by
and
Bo,
hid.
so
Yeah, I think a lot of them just turned back because they heard him yell, so they might not even. I've
I
seen that.
followed Bo when he rushed over there. So
Okay.
Yeah, I think everybody
Kai
else
might
pretty
notice,
much
though.
went over there, or well, Kai looked over there at least initially.
Yeah. So I'd actually say that since the other two are more worried about Drathgar, they actually didn't realize that Bugsy, like said, "Ugh," and then like looked in the direction he did, and then kind of he hid behind. I can only assume the signpost right here. So
Yeah,
Kai
or that
did
tree
look
that's
off.
like, or I
Yeah,
assume this is a tree.
if you
Yeah,
got closer.
yeah.
Kai did stay. He did stay where the surroundings and just passive perception. You did look past and see that these tree were beginning to move towards you guys. In that regards, we've rolled initiative, and the top of the counter is going to be Kai. Play your battle musics.
I don't see our numbers.
Really?
Yeah, I only see the monsters.
Yeah, I see the monsters in Drothgar.
No way. Oh man, because it's like I guess this is a turn order thing from the other one. I'll just add you guys to the list real quick. So 25, 21, 12, and 8.
oh yeah, Atlee it does that. So
Yeah, because it's different tokens. I get it.
yeah,
I
it's
get it.
different tokens on different maps, but it keeps it there. So yeah, you gotta
Yep.
do that every time.
That's stupid. That's stupid.
It
I get
is
it though.
stupid.
All right, so Kai 25, and then all right, so 21. Bugsy was 12, right? And then Bo was 8.
Yes.
Give me a second, my dominoes is yeah.
Oh, you good, dog? We're actually nearing the
Damn,
halfway
you
mark that
made
I
me
like to
want
give everybody.
dominoes.
I like to give everybody that 5 minute go use the the bathroom if you need it. Go get a drink if you're like a snack or something to go use your mastication. I said it with the C, not the B. Use your jaws.
I don't know. What
Okay.
are you talking about?
I'm saying take 5.
Take 5 what?
My fucking god, minutes.
Take 5 levels off your character, bro.
Oh,
Yeah, they're gone forever. Fuck.
Never question the DM again.
You think I would know better? But I don't.
Taking advantage of Atlee's hospitality. I would ruin you, Will.
I'm taking advantage of his relative inexperience as a DM. He'll put up with more than an experienced DM would. I'd already be banished.
Also known as a jaded DM.
Yeah. I would already be banished to the Shadow Realm by the Cthulhu Gold Eyes Dragon.
I have a feeling Bugsy is giving you pretty big flashbacks.
A little bit, although Bugsy isn't even as Captain was worse in a lot of ways.
No one takes advantage of my hospitality, except me.
All right. So, starting this thing?
Hold up. You walked away at the halfway mark, so it was just a good time to do the take 5.
That works.
stretch your legs. Don can step outside. Not worry about dealing with us.
Did I mention I was hiding?
You did.
I felt
I
like
just
I
don't
should
believe you.
mention it more often, though. You don't believe me.
Why would
I
he
believe
believe
If there's one thing Bugsy is not, it's a liar.
you? That's actually true. He actually doesn't lie all that often.
I don't really. I do.
Or it's more of like a, if he does,
It's
like
more of a I'm just keeping it. Yeah, if I haven't really lied about anything. I mean, I haven't told full truths a couple times, but I haven't technically lied yet. I haven't like bold-faced lied to anybody. Well,
As I say, I'm not aware
I don't
enough
know.
of
Maybe
the
I have. I don't know.
history.
I don't want to like
I was like,
say with too much conviction
Somebody
that I
might
have
be
or
able to
haven't.
bring up an example of like, what about that time?
I'm sure Bugsy has. I mean, he's not against lying.
he's like, I'm no saint,
But he's not like
but I'm no sinner.
he hasn't been doing any like Eli level
Oh my
like
gosh.
behind the party like lying and conniving to get us to like stab each other in
But
the
that's
back and
about
shit.
Eli. Not only will he create a character that's totally willing to lie, he himself will like try and be deceitful and lying as a player. Which can be
I can't try. Yeah, roll insight at disadvantage because it's Will. Because it's wow, talented. Dun 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 dun. Bom bom dun 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 dun. Wino wino wino. No 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 no. Oh no 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 no. Did I say enough no's? Alright, cool. What's bad? Oh, well, yeah. I thought you made it sound like you like just tasted something and it was bad, but apparently you had just tasted racism. Yeah, Will's racism is super potent. It's got a It's like coffee or something. It's like a real strong flavor. Attack! Attack! No, she listened. She's killing. No, you find a spot. No, I won't. I refuse. Yeah, I got you. I got you. There's a spot like just on the other side of these trees, or this tree that I'm like right on the other side of it. That'd be a good spot for you. That's not your kitchen. Well, yeah, I was gonna say that's. Might as well wrap this up tonight. Yeah. So you said I would have encountered these before, right, Atlee? Oh, right. Okay. But I mean, would this have been like a common like like thing in the woods? Good, good, good. Gonna Boo. Perfect timing. I just literally walked back in the room. All right. Where's my phone?
Subliminal. I saw him come back on the camera. I'm like, hey, Buzzy, I don't even know if his turn was over. Or my turn was over.
Okay. I am going to call lightning. A storm cloud appears in the shape of a cylinder that is 10 feet tall with a 60-foot radius centered on a point I can see within 100 feet directly above me. Yeah, it's a cloud. I mean, it's a fucking cloud that's up above us. The range is 120 feet, so yeah, that's like the weakness of it. When I cast the spell, I choose a point I can see within range. I'm choosing fucking right here. And a bolt of lightning flashes down from the cloud to that point. Each creature within 5 feet of that point must make a dexterity saving throw. If they succeed, they take half damage. Yeah. And they have to beat 15. Mm-hmm. Okay. So then the one that succeeds only takes fucking half. Hold on. And I am still hiding. Yeah, and then each turn after that I can, because this lasts for 10 minutes. So I can do this every turn. Now that the cloud is here. Damn. A couple of the fucking like needles hit into the signpost that I'm standing behind, like tung, 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 tung. Woo. Yeah, unless I need to hide again. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I would assume that, I don't know how you want to play that, but I would assume it makes more sense, like kind of like what they were saying. It makes more sense if I was casting like Eldritch Blast and you could see it coming from me. So you'd be like, oh, it just came from over there. But this literally is just like a cloud just appeared above them and just, so Maybe not. Right, like if they were familiar with magic, they might be like, "Oh, these motherfuckers got to be around here somewhere," kind of thing. I don't believe him. What's cool about that spell too is if it's like already storming, it does more damage and like it just comes from the clouds that are already there. I don't have to like summon a cloud. More or less, we're not alone. How do you do the arrow thing again, or like the distance thing? Okay, so the cloud is like here, and so it has a 120-foot range. So I'm assuming I can hit. Yeah, the cloud itself is 60 feet. So I mean, it's covering this whole fucking at least this area we're in right now. His legs become trees.
It's okay. I want to kill you, motherfucker. I'm joking. Order operations. Same thing. So it's going to be this one here. Puts its arm into the ground and does its entangling roots. Kai and Orcs, I'm going to need you to make a strength save check. Or save throw, sorry.
Mm. 14.
Kai, the roots begin to wrap around your legs, and then you just like do a form of taijutsu, if you will, and kick around, breaking free. Not becoming restrained, but noticing that the vines are around the ground, making it a little bit more difficult to move.
Orcs obviously failed.
Oryx tried to imitate Kai and tried to kick the air as the vine started to wrap around his legs, but he is now restrained as well. As the other vine blight then makes whip-like motions at Oryx and fails. Wait, I have advantage and fails because your AC. Bo, your turn.
I use my action to attempt to break.
Mhm.
What's that? Check.
It sounds super quiet. I can barely hear you.
Strictly strength.
Okay, that's a strength, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
He just rips his shirt off.
So when Bo, he was restrained in that last turn. Bo, I'm going to say with this nat 20, this action was a free action now. He not only broke free due to being restrained, but he eliminated the ground around him that was difficult terrain. Like he just ripped the vines up. And not necessarily with his arms either. I almost want to say that like you kind of like flexed, even though you're not the fighter, even though it's not a strength build. This was just a moment where you kind of showed some features that define the Minotaur race, right?
I'm big.
In the so in this moment, you can actually proceed your turn as normal.
All right. So I'm going to drop a cloud of daggers on this motherfucker right here.
Yeah.
Right in front of you.
I can do that one too.
Yeah, this one right here. The one
I'm sorry,
kind
I
of off
jerked.
to the right.
Okay, yeah, totally.
And I'm gonna do it at 3rd level. So it's an
Sexy.
additional 2d4. So yeah.
And they have no form of like resistance to certain type of damage, so let me have it.
Now it's whenever they enter the 5-foot cube or when they start their turn.
Okay. And then is it a situation where did you place it like directly on that one that you pinged, or is it more like did you place it in between the two, or almost like behind it, if it's a square, or something like that?
Yeah. Yeah, like right there.
Yeah. That's Bugsy's moon token, but I haven't made other things.
14 damage.
Nice. And there's no save for that, correct?
No, I don't believe so. Let's see. No.
Nice. That's like some magic missile shit. Yeah, so you begin to like and I wonder how that spell visualizes, to be honest. Like just speculating, I wonder if it's just like out of nowhere daggers.
You
Or-
fill the air with spinning daggers in a cube of 5 feet on each side.
Wonder if they're like ethereal, right? We see through them. Simply because they're formed from magic and or magical notes played by the bard.
Bo just pulls out a bag of fucking daggers that he's been fucking carrying around and dumps them onto the ground and then just throws them all up into the fucking air.
He's juggling them. That's the bard.
Yeah, yeah, he's juggles them so fast they juggle into a tornado.
These vine blight in front of you begin to lose chunks and fragments of their wooden husk and armor as blades kind of rip through them.
Yeah, it's because I'm badass.
Just keep telling yourself that.
I heard that, Aura.
Shut up,
Or
bud.
it's just like way far
No, you
away,
didn't.
yeah.
No, you didn't, because I said that in my head.
No, you didn't.
Damn it.
Oh man, I couldn't imagine you guys at like a real table and you guys like saying that. I'm like, or was that in your, like, he's like, no, in my head, just thinking out loud. Just wanted you guys to know what I was thinking.
I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything offensive. You're allowed to keep thinking that. And telling yourself that.
Thinking that I'm thinking. Top of the turns, Kite.
Okay. This guy right here, he up in the tree, right?
Yeah, the one that's a little far away from you there. Yeah, this one there. They up in the tree, man.
Like how far up in the tree?
It's probably about 10 feet up in the tree.
Okay, then I got plenty of movement because I can walk up vertical surface.
Oh yeah, man.
So-
You just walk up there.
Kai's gonna run up the tree and just start unloading on this motherfucker.
Nice. Due to Kai doing that, he really bypasses the.
Naruto over here.
So that's 26
Oh!
on the first one. And a 21 on the second one.
Miss. I'm joking. Hit.
Well, brothers, I'm out of here.
He's like, these things are rough.
So go ahead and roll damage for those two.
I didn't do
18
the
damage.
typical beatbox before the combat.
So that's
He
18
didn't. That's why it
damage
took me
with
completely
my,
by surprise.
dad.
I said roll initiative. Everyone goes, what? I was like, yes.
There was no beatboxing.
And I'm gonna go ahead and spend a key point to make 2 more attacks unarmed. That's a 15 and a 25.
That's hit.
And another 18 damage.
Yeah, so he went up the tree and was like, did the fucking works on the needle blight up there. At this point, it is like a head. It's a head that I want to say that probably can no longer hang on to the tree and is on the ground now, in the same location. But it is just a head.
I like
You
to
guys
think he
can-
like roundhouse kicked it from like the bottom up, and like kicked its leg away, kicked its other leg away, kicked its butt out, kicked its chest out, and now it's just a head like laying there on the
Yeah.
fucking.
And it's going.
Just-
and it's going. It's just a flesh wound.
I'm alright, guys. Get him. Yeah, and that was 4 strikes too, Taryn. So I actually really can visualize that really well. So it's like up to the shin, thighs, torso, arms, and it's literally just like the head at this point. Yeah.
And then, whoa!
Yeah, you can't not. If you did, your turn can't end. Oryx, your
So
turn.
does that mean he could just keep acting until he makes that noise? Okay.
Don't feed it. Yeah, don't feed it.
He's gonna make his attacks. So this is the big one. He's gonna make all of his attacks on the big one.
Oh Jesus! There's a tree over there.
Because he can't move though. He can still attack normally though, right?
uh,
Or did the entangle break because of? No. Yeah.
Restrained. Creature's speed becomes 0 and it can't benefit from any bonus to its speed. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage. It doesn't say you can't attack, so yeah. But you can also, like, it's the beginning of your turn, so I think you can have a.
I think I
wait,
get
no, you
one
would
at
make
the end
it.
of my turn, don't I?
No, what it is if you read the ability that he's done, it's you use your action to try to break free. So you can actually stay restrained right now and still attack. It's just you have disadvantage on dex saving throw, and anything that tries to attack you has advantage. Oh, and your attack rolls actually have disadvantage. I'm so sorry. I see that now. Restrained, you have disadvantage. So.
Oh, then he's gonna try and break free.
That part's important. I'm sorry I didn't say
Just
it
get a
first.
nat 20 like I did.
Yeah, and then the DM will do cool stuff.
Yeah, just stop being a bitch.
Ouch. Well, you gonna take that?
Yes,
You're,
apparently.
you're
I
damn
am.
right he's gonna take it.
Apparently, yes.
Oryx struggles and still tries to pull his legs free, not realizing that he has sharp swords in his hands that could probably help with the situation.
Oh, what?
What an idiot.
I'm sorry, Will.
Oryx, you have swords!
It's a pain in the butt to resharpen them after using them for their not intended purpose, okay?
These are flesh blades, not wood cutting blades.
Due to being restrained and you already using your action, you actually have a zero movement
I still
speed.
have
So
so I'm still under haste though, so can I get
Mhm,
another
mhm.
roll?
Yes, you can.
Because I still have another action.
I just imagine if he doesn't.
So this is what happened. He tried to pull his legs out, and he's like grabbing on his legs, and it was that. I'm going back in time. I'm re-explaining the first roll. Okay, so he was like tugging, he was tugging, and it's Bugsy from far away. Though stealth is seeing this, and he's like, "You have swords!" And it's in that moment that Oryx is like, "I don't like using them for the. I don't like being caught either," and just cuts himself free.
Okay. Well, and then that would be his turn though, because
Correct. Well, yeah, you probably don't want to move. But, by cutting yourself free, your movement speed's no longer 0.
and
Check.
they're no longer at an advantage to attack me.
Correct. See, senor.
Your penis also grew back to regular size.
Oh, nice.
All right, the twigs, they move, they do the thing.
They're all on the same turn, right?
Yeah.
No, I see the of the stuff.
Was it begins their turn or ends their turn?
Begins.
So those motherfuckers take dagger damage.
It's not those yet.
Oh, they don't. They go at a different time.
Yeah, those are the vines. These are the.
Oh, I did. I
needles.
guess I didn't realize there are different kinds out there.
You good, dog? And this one's just gonna move up. little bit, yo.
No, stay closer together.
Two are gonna shoot at Bo.
No, stop it.
Two are gonna shoot at Kai. And two are gonna shoot at Oryx.
You say Shoost?
I say shoot. Yeah, the one on the ground below you. It's like and it's shooting splinters from its mouth.
And they're also covered in spit.
Bo,
They developed spit glands just to add insult to injury.
you said 14 is your AC, correct?
Yeah.
Miss. You can visualize it however you want. I don't know if you're actually dodging or if it was like you're taking your instrument and you're like, no twigs, no.
Nah, I was just
Hi.
standing there and they just.
You did the. Right. I'm with it. Yeah. Kai, AC one more time for me, please. This one's close.
18.
One hits.
One hits.
8 damage, Sir Kai.
I am
it
actually
mix your
going to use deflect missiles to
Oh
attempt
yeah.
to stop that. So I need to roll 1d10 plus my dex mod plus my monk level. Shit.
Do it.
So
Oh shit.
that comes out to a 23. So I definitely stopped it from doing any damage to me. And since I reduced its damage to 0, I'm gonna throw it back.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking fire, dog. Do you have to roll anything, or does it just happen?
I have to roll
It's
a
a ranged attack.
Yeah, he has to roll
ranged
this
attack.
hit.
So it's
Dang.
just a
It's
D20
still-
plus.
It's
It's
still
just a
one of the
D20
things in a
plus
monk
my
move
dex
where you're like,
mod.
I feel like a badass now.
18
Yeah.
to hit. 18 to hit.
Oh, dude. Okay, so look, the needles go flying at Kai. The one, the one from shooting from far away, it shot and did what it did. Kai just dodged gracefully. In the middle of the dodge, he looks down, sees that the one below him is spitting it. He grabs it, does a flip, throws it immediately back down, and shatters the skull of the one below him.
I almost pictured like an anime-ish type of thing where, like, because they had like real small needles, and he's like, it looks like he's dodging them all, and then all of a sudden he like holds his hands up, and he just has needles all in his fucking in between his fingertips, and he's just like, you're like, oh
Exactly. What are those called? Fuck, that's in Naruto.
Yeah,
like those little medical ninja needles. And
I remember him from the playing Shippuden or not. I don't know. Whatever the fucking game was that we played.
Fire, dude. Fire. I want to say that's one of the first times in a long time I've seen the party get a kill on not their turn. Oryx, I'm gonna aim at you, even though you're a fucking brick wall, and these things gotta get damn near a 20 to hit you. Cool. Wait. Oh no, you're not. Yeah, I don't have advantage anymore. Fuck, I can't hit Oryx. These things are right next to you. They are point blank, and still just could not touch the ghost of the desert that is Oryx.
Haste, man. Gives you a bonus to your AC.
It's super snacksy.
Ghost
Bugsy.
of the desert. I just watched The Patriot, so.
Oh shit.
Nice.
I'm gonna defer.
Okay.
To,
Push your turn back.
Yeah, till after
Okay.
these guys go.
So at this point, it's Strathgar's turn. He hasn't been healed, though he hasn't also been hurt. Shit, he's wrapped up. He's gonna use his action to try to break free. He does break free. With that, his movement speed is no longer 0, but he is hurting, which I was doing a roll for to see if he can if he's wincing in pain or if he can make it back in Bertha. He makes it back in safely.
He just
On
abandons
that
us. What a
note-
fucking pussy.
It's going to be the Vines' turns. It is the beginning of their turn. Do they take more dagger damage right now, Bo?
Yes, they do. They take a whopping 18 damage of it.
Oh shit, dog. So these things are really messed up. As you know, the blights in my RP do when they start to show damage, they start to lose ligaments. These are missing like an arm and a leg apiece. I don't want to make it to where they're immobile and that their movement speed doesn't make sense, but they're showing a healthy amount of damage, and like perhaps even seeing through them as they are not necessarily filled to the rim, but perhaps just like bark, right, in some parts. With that, they're both going to just try to surround you with a massive amount of vines and whips protruding from their makeshift arms. One nat ones, and it's DMs never make the enemies hit each other, but they always make their the party hit each other with a nat one, right? So the other one actually interrupted the one next to its attack, which it did hit Serbo right on the head, but due to that, it gets a negative to what it's actually going to deal to you. It was minuscule, man. Don't even write it down. The nat one to the friend, they wound themselves up instead of actually doing any form of damage to you. Perhaps it was the amount of damage coming from the daggers and blades that came from nowhere that are kind of throwing these blights off. The other two, one's going to approach. It's probably just going to approach orcs from the back, and they're both going to swing away as well. As Kai went up the tree, the first initial target to this thing. I mean, they're not necessarily super intelligent, so they see a pile, they're gonna dogpile. Oryx, miss. Oryx is just like dancing with his swords and spinning as these things just like kind of try to
They're all
touch
trying
him.
to hit me.
Your dexterity is really
nothing-
good, right, Oryx?
Yeah. My dexterity is
It's
really good.
Okay.
disgusting.
It's actually even higher too because I'm hasted, so I get a bonus to that too.
I know why he's asking too. This is funny.
You gonna make me
Yeah.
dodge lightning?
He is.
I mean, I'm not
Bo,
gonna
it's your
make
turn.
you dodge it. It's just you probably should.
Yeah.
Okay.
The dungeon master is gonna make you dodge it.
I'm going to cast Toll the Dead on one of the lurkers in front of me.
Uh-huh.
So that is a wisdom save. DC 16.
Fail.
That D12. 5 damage. 5 necrotic. And I think that's my turn.
Kaiko? No, excuse me. Bugsy, you deferred. This is the end of the round.
Oh. Okay, so then I'm going to, as a free action, I'm going to yell out to Oryx, like, pretty much, get the fuck out of the way! And I fucking crash the fucking lightning down right where he's standing.
Orcs, due to Bugsy's free action, you'll have advantage on
It's just a
a
15.
save.
Damn, I'm getting high on those rolls for damage though.
I already have advantage on dexterity saving throws because I'm hasted.
Wow.
So,
Look at you.
do I get additional bonus or just advantage?
What's your bonus already?
+2 and advantage while hasted.
I'd say since you're already at advantage, the stack effect of that happening would just be giving you a +5. So you're at a temporary +7 to that check.
So +14 actually, because my normal check. So,
That's-
I'm really glad that I have that because that
Me
makes that
too.
20. That makes that a 23, not a nat 1.
Oh shit, guy. Okay. And I was gonna be the nice one that says, since it was shouted out, etc., that instead of it being the enemy's rule that if they pass the check, they take half damage. I'm gonna say the Oryx. Since he was alert to it and dodged the way that Oryx does, that he's actually not gonna take half damage. Yeah.
So I do dodge lightning. Like a boss.
Oryx is muttering to himself in the midst of combat, perhaps reaching new limits in his own mind. I am faster than lightning. Bugsy still hiding and not once making his presence known on the battlefield, continues to call lightning down from the clouds that are more or less swirling above you guys at not an abnormal rate, but it's definitely not. It's not normal looking in a way, It's like, what's happening?
Me too.
Kayakoa.
So I'm gonna jump down out of the tree and we're gonna use water jet. So these two guys right
Yep.
here in this line,
Yep.
they gotta make a strength save. The DC is a 15.
Pass fail.
Pass and fail?
Yep.
Okay, so then they take... So one takes... Yeah. The one that failed takes 5, the other one takes half. And the one that failed, push him 5 feet out of his box.
Okay.
Like over here.
It
Wow, that really
would.
that does not do much.
Yeah, that one. I think it scales better later. The one in front is the one who failed, so I'll say that it like bumped into the one behind it and then pushed it backwards. Oryx, that would give you, I feel, an opportunity of attack because he's pushing it out of your.
Will.
I'm.
He's typing.
Oh.
That's hit.
Well,
Mm,
9.
9.
So as Kai jumps down to the tree and kind of shoots a jet of water built up at the palm of his hands. It does, damage, chipping the wood blights in a straight line beyond him, but it hit the one in front so hard that it actually made it bounce on the one behind it. And in that moment, Oryx took a chance to take a massive slash at it, actually cutting it directly in half.
Nice. So then I'm gonna use the rest of my movement to just get up next to Oryx.
Yeah.
And then, as a bonus action, I will spend another key point to go into patient defense. So any attacks are at disadvantage.
Okay. Oryx.
I'm gonna attack the big one right next to me, right here. This one.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna start with my normal attack. That's a 18 and a 10.
Hit miss.
10 damage. Still standing, I'm guessing.
It's not standing on two legs. It's a torso and two arms, looking at you very pissed off.
I'll use my bonus action attack. That's 19.
Hit.
It's 11 more damage.
It is now just a head on the ground, very similar to what you could see behind you and what
But it can still
Kai was
attack
dealing
me,
with.
correct?
Correct.
I got one more attack I can use because of the way haste spell's written. I actually just was reading it, and it's you can only use the action for one attack, one weapon attack. You don't get your full attack, so. Oh, that's a miss.
It is, unfortunately. Yeah. I'd say that it's a head right now, dude. Advantage.
Watch, I get a nat 1.
I hope you don't.
I'm gonna laugh because you will.
There you go.
Eight damage.
It mutters something under its breath right before Oryx's blades.
Was that racist? Did he just mutter a racist slur under his breath?
The world may never know.
The world may never know because he's dead now.
Twigs.
He dead. Super dead.
This one's gonna move forward, probably about like 10 feet, and it's gonna try to shoot orcs in the back. This one's going to try to attack. Or, not, excuse me. This one's going to shoot Kai in the back. I'm not bleeping them. This one's shooting Kai in the back. This one's going to swing at Oryx. These two are going to shoot at Bo. Order of operations. Shooting at Kai. That's a fucking miss. Swinging at Oryx. And Jesus, he's still hasted. That's a fucking miss. Shooting at Bo. Looking for that 14. One hit, one miss. 8 damage, Bo.
8 damage, Bo.
I repeat, 8 damage, Bo. Anybody? Bugsy, your turn.
All right, seeing that those two probably have it handled over there, I'm going to stop my lightning storm, and I'm going to cast Wind Wall.
Ooh.
And I'm going to cast it from here, and it's going to go 50 feet this way. And
Okay.
I'm gonna do it so it's like it hits them initially. I can just here. How does it shift? There you go. No, that's not what I wanted. God damn it. There, like that.
Okay. This is the strength saving throw.
Yeah. It's just 15.
Fail.
Okay. And it does. Nice. It does 6 damage.
That was low too, because those are D8s, correct?
Yeah. It does
Yeah.
6 damage, but it does have the bonus effects of they can't shoot through this now. If they try to shoot
Oh, nice.
if they try to shoot at Bo, like they just the wind wall just like deflects that shit.
So the one twig is looking pretty healthy, but the other one is now a little bit more than what both Kai and Oryx have put an end to. So it's like shoulders, a neck, and a head. And that's the one that's furthest away from you. Being this one. All right. Is that it, Bugs? Word. Duskar isn't doing anything.
I'm
go
gonna
ahead.
I'm gonna dash as bonus action. Oh, okay, cool. And then so I'm gonna pew, move over to this rock.
Okay.
Get a little closer to Bo.
Bocephus, let me get some damage from the daggers.
15.
Oh my fuck. Are you serious?
Mhm.
That's pretty nice. So the one directly in front of you, just it hits the ground under so many daggers, kind of hitting it from above. And then the one adjacent to you, to the northeast, is a very similar visage of a head on the ground. This one's going to attempt to spit at you, though it can no longer do any form of like vine goodness. That's a miss. And then I think there's just one left down here. It's standing next to Sir Kai. You recently put on your defensive stance.
Yeah,
Right,
so
Kai?
roll with disadvantage.
Right. Oh yeah, hella miss, dog. these what seem to be like a almost a pinpoint pristine attack by these moving trees is definitely showing signs of weariness, for lack of better terms, as they're beginning to miss their shots and claws more than what they were. In that regard, it's bow regard.
All right, I'm gonna call out Geodude right over here. Since that's just speaking the command word, it's a free action. I'm going to Toll the Dead this guy. And that's a wisdom save. DC 16.
Fail.
13 damage.
The head and the eyes, though there isn't necessarily like a visible pupil, it's almost like makeshift to see like the wood kind of direct its vision within itself, and then it implodes.
All right, and then I guess my dude can't really shoot through the wind wall any more than they can shoot through the wind wall. So that's my turn.
Kayakoa.
Well, how fucked up are these two right in front of me and Oryx?
So the one in front of Oryx is a torso with arms, looking angrily at him, and then the one in front of you is hobbling on one leg.
Okay, so it's not terribly fucked up.
But fucked up
But it's
nonetheless.
still,
I mean, he's
yeah, it's
missing
still-
a fucking leg.
Yeah, but he's not whittled down to just a fucking head. Okay,
I like
so
how I display the damage of these blights to you guys.
well, it makes sense. They're made of wood. We keep squaring pieces off of them. So yeah, we're just gonna flap it or flap. I'm gonna fap this thing's face.
You're gonna fap in his face.
Yeah, don't fucking question me.
Kai, we talked about this.
That's a 15 on the first one.
It's a hit. It's a
17
hit.
on the second one. So that's 23 damage with the staff. Is it still standing? Still standing?
You said 23 with the staff?
Yeah.
Oh man. So Kai just with like one swoop of the three section, he went took the leg out from underneath it. In that moment where the vine blight was kind of like floating upwards and it had that expression on its face like, oh shit, Kai then doubled back with the second hit and hit it right in between like its torso right here, and it just split it in two. Motionless at that point.
That
Both
one did.
pieces.
Very nice. Then I will use my bonus action to just take one unarmed attack at what is left of this one.
All right.
So then after smashing it, I'm gonna try and fucking kick this one. Uh, 17 to hit.
Hit.
That's 7 damage.
All right. So that one was just enough to like you kicked off an arm, and with that, like the other one crumbled off. And at this point, it is just shoulders, neck, and head.
Head, shoulders, knees, and
Yeah,
toes.
head, shoulders, neck, and head. Wait.
They all start singing. The corpses reanimate. They sing the song of their people. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. They become a giant.
Oh God!
Well,
There only
And then-
appears. Oh, it's still Kai's turn.
yeah, because then I'm
Oh.
gonna spend a key point to disengage,
Mhm.
and use my movement to get up in this one's face.
Okay. That disengage means I no get
Yes.
OOP, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Or OOA.
You know, get the opportunity attack.
Yes. Sir
I said-
Oryx.
I say, oh, I too fast.
Yeah, he was like and then ran
This
away.
this one left in front of me.
Mhm.
I'll start. That is a 15 and a definite hit, because that's a 19 plus 8. So
That's a hit. And based upon his current stature, I think your minimum damage is actually going to kill. Not positive, but pretty sure.
my minimum damage is 14. So
Yeah, that would kill.
with 2 hits, it's 14. I should say.
Right.
My minimum damage
Um,
normally is 7. So
Oryx slays another. Makes fine pieces of bright lumber.
I will move over here, and I will use my remaining 2 attacks on this one. That lowest one is a 11. Probably not a hit. No, a 12.
It is-
Sorry, a 12.
So hit miss.
And that would be his turn.
All right. My twigs left. I can't shoot. Oh my god. Can they move, Taryn? Fog waves
So
keep fog smoke?
it's odd because when you read it, it says they only take damage when the wall appears. Or is what it says when the wall appears, they take the damage, and then after that, it says smaller creatures can't pass through it, as well as like all projectiles and stuff. And it says like gaseous forms and things to that nature can't pass through it as well, but it doesn't say that things can't go through it. I mean, I find it I would assume I don't know how you want to do it, but I would assume they have to make some sort of save to like walk through the
Yeah, I
wall
would
of
truthfully
wind or
say it's the
something like
same
that.
exact like strength save that they were trying to prevent the damage with.
right.
And your DC was 15?
Yeah.
Okay. Fail. You see the two frail blights try to like makeshift through this like gushing wind that's coming from the earth, and they just can't break free, as if like being restrained by shackles. In that same moment, the one next to Oryx and Kai is going to swing at Sir Kai, as he was the first one to get there. If you guys play back like the previous 6 seconds, right? And unfortunately, just due to the fear of losing the rest of his kind, this one misses his attempt to hit the monk. Bugsy.
Okay. I'm gonna drop the wall, and I'm gonna shoot at one. I'm gonna shoot at this one that's closer to me. And let's see. Think about a +10 or something. Yeah.
Tend to hit.
I'm a plus. I have a +10 to my hit. I was just double checking.
Oh, okay.
Jesus, I'm gonna go ahead and use one of my luck rolls and re-roll that motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
There we go, 26. That's much better.
That's a little better. That's a hit.
Okay. So does 18 damage. And then 1 point of fire damage.
And I already decided my rule on these, though if you looked at a sheet for these creatures, it doesn't say anything. These things are made of wood. I already determined that if one of you told me fire damage was happening, I mean, common sense says fire burns wood, right? So that's going to do double.
Yeah, fucking, that's 2 damage then. Fuck yeah.
And
That's like twice as good.
ironically, and I wish I was lying, I wish sometimes my screen was being shared, but then you guys would screen snipe the sniper or the DM. But as what'd you shoot at a pebble?
Yeah, like a little fucking
Like a,
bullet, basically, that
yeah.
it has like it's got the magic stone part on it, so it's like magically enhanced, and it's in my like flame arrow satchel thing that
So
I
it hits
hit.
this blight right in the forehead, right, and it goes and it cracks it. But in that moment of the crack, I realized that pebble actually had that fire on it as well. So it bursts, and it wasn't just the impact on the outside; it actually went into the blight, and at that point, it went and kind of just erupted.
Nice.
Nice.
Then I'm gonna use my bonus action to hide again.
Dribble dibble. That's a big ass rock.
It's
No worries.
25.
Sir Bo.
All right. So I'm going to hit it with Toll the Dying, or Toll the Dead. So it's a DC 16 Wisdom.
Fail.
All right. So it takes 4 damage.
Just ahead. Not happy.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and shoot it with the Elemental. As a bonus action, it's got 2 shots. It's a 15 and a 20.
That's hit.
And that's 15 damage. It's both shots.
Similar to how the vine blights were holding out their arms and, vines were just kind of erupting from the makeshift fists. Same thing's kind of happening from this small earth elemental that Bo summoned as it extends out its arms and kind of shoot these bigger pebbles than what Bugsy's slinging, but almost in a bit faster of a trajectory as it pounds the blight in front of it to the ground. Kayakoa, Sir Kayakoa.
Oh, the shit. Let's. Yeah. I mean, we just gonna, we're gonna smack the shit out of this one in front of me. Take 2 swings with the staff again. 18 on the first one.
Hit.
29 on the second one.
Hit.
10, 12. 30 damage off those 2 hits.
This motherfucker erupts into splinters.
Flippity Debo. That's all of them, isn't it?
Bum, 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 bum. You done flibble did it. You flibble doppin duper tipple.
Nibble sizzles.
Yeah. He knows.
Tipple flibs.
Hoorah.
Yeah. So the clouds that were once filling the sky of darkness dissipated when Bugsy, let that shit go away. But it wasn't immediately. So now I'd say, by the end of combat, it's been, probably 30-ish seconds, maybe a minute, right? And, the clouds once came in, and then now they're starting to swirl away, and bits of light are kind of piercing through as Orcs and Kai are surrounded by splinters, as Bo and Bugsy are 30 feet away. And the party can definitely tell that, what they just encountered was very similar to the experience that you guys felt in the woods recovering the builder's tools. But this one, it felt odd, in a sense of like what provoked this, right? Everyone's very, very questioning of the current circumstances. And Bugsy, again, these type of tree spirits aren't a common place, truthfully, in the world. The lore and knowledge that you know from your druid teachings is that, like, even just seeing one of these, truthfully, is an omen of bad things to come.
I keep that to myself. Because I can only assume they kind of already get that the apocalypse is happening. They don't need me to remind them.
This is a true statement.
Yeah. I guess I would suggest that we should probably get moving to where the druids are before more of these things decide to show up.
That'd be a good idea, but are we continuing on foot or trying to fix the wagon?
I mean, I don't know how to fix wagons.
And we would
Yeah,
not need to
didn't-
continue on foot. I have Phantom Steed.
I like steeds.
Oryx has the spell Phantom Steed, so we wouldn't need to continue on foot. The wagon can catch up later.
Sounds good to me. I can't hear
Oh.
you, Atlee.
Okay.
Can't hear.
I had a feeling that happened.
Yeah, I was like, I think I heard a little bit of what you said, but then.
So I think I'm gonna make it a investigation roll. But anybody willing and or wanting to examine the damage of the Bertha can make an investigation roll to determine whether it's something that you guys can actually repair in a healthy amount of time to where you didn't have to actually take the travels by foot, or if it's something that you should just let Drathgar take care of while you guys attend to the problems within the woods.
20 not natural.
14 not natural.
Bugsy has no interest in fixing the wagon.
Kai doesn't know how to fix the wagon.
Maybe a boat, man. But not a wagon.
So Bo, I'll say since you and Oryx were both putting in an attempt for it, that together you both were kind of like eyeing it, and you kind of came to the conclusion that this is something that you guys could potentially fix. It would just take some skill of taking some of the other spokes of the other 3 remaining wheels to replace some of the broken ones in the last one, meaning that you would have 4 wheels that have 2 missing spokes in each one to make the cart move again. But to do this would take easily the rest of the night and some successful skill checks. Or again, so from your knowledge, you deduce that it's either you can do that, right? Or you guys can leave it up to Drathgar to fix the cart and then just proceed into the forest via Oryx's steed magic. This decision doesn't have to be made immediately, as it is nearing the closing hour of our normal D&D session. So this doesn't have to be a rush decision after combat and everyone's tired. It's another one that y'all can think about until the next time we come back to said campaign. So.
All right.
I will think about it. I'm gonna think so hard about it that people are gonna write stories about how hard I thought.
And they're gonna be good stories too, not bad stories.
Yeah, not like the ones I write.
Are the stories you write bad stories?
No, they just aren't good.
Okay, I see. That actually does make sense.
That will wrap up this session.
It'll wrap a hoe?